Hello, my name is Moira and I'm a Universal Tao instructor from Ireland, and I'm here with Grandmaster Mantak Chia. And we're here in the Tao Garden in northern Thailand, and that's the home of Master Chia. It's also the training centre for the Taoist instructors, and also it's a world famous health spa and resort. So just to say, Master Chia, you've created a really wonderful place here, so it's really, really nice to be here. And so at the moment we're in week 4 of the winter retreat, and with your teaching, Master Chia, I just noticed that you always seem to come back to the basics. I know you call it coming back to the body wisdom. Can you share a little bit more with us about that?
You know, the basic here in the Tao referring to your internal body, okay? But it's inside, we don't see them. So that many people started to ignore them. But in the West, they discovered that our mind, more than half of the time of the mind have to be dealing with the internal function of everything that they're doing. The heartbeat, the breathing, the digestion, the absorption, the elimination, and the function of every organ, every cell are working. That is a big job for the mind and the heart to do the job, okay? But nowadays, people totally have no conscious or no time to spend, relax, and to feel their body. And this is the most basic thing that we born with it, okay? So the Tao discovered that if we learn how to be more aware of our body, our organs, and our body and organ will work better. And work much, much better. So that's why we call back to the body wisdom. And this is the most basic thing that human should know, okay? And when you back to your body, you have healthier, happier, and more energy. That's what they are.
Okay. And you talk, a lot of the practices are based around the Dantian. Can you share a little bit more with us about the Dantian?
The Tao believe that the Dantian, actually now the West discovered that, hey, if you is the secret of the secret and top secret, if you want to have anti-aging, you have to make sure digestion, absorption, elimination in a good shape, okay? Now the theory of the Tao, they said, when we conception, from 1 cell, perfect cell, and split into 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, so we call basic embryonic stem cell. And 8 into another 16 embryonic stem cell, 8 of them going down, and it stick on the placenta, put it on the wall, and become a placenta. So that one, so that original energy in the Tao believe that is locating is still there, and locating right in the Dantian, or we call below the navel, closer to the spine. And we call a Dantian fire, because it's the power that from the first cell, from the 8th cell until now is still there. And from there it grow bigger to us. So that's why in the Tao said, back to the basic, back to your original force, back to where is your root that you come from. Okay, so that's why the Dantian in the Tao, and now the West prove it. Okay, so I don't care that whoever is going to do what, people focus here and here and here and here, and I said no, you have to study that, because that is your basic. And now we know that the center is a very important to supply more energy to the other center.
And when we were doing the practices, you were talking about feeling the fire burn but not burn, and it was really amazing actually to feel that these past few weeks. So yesterday, Master Chia, you talked about sexual energy, and you said that the Tao has a really great understanding of sexual energy, and how can that help us in the modern world?
Because sexual energy is part of us, and the West discovered that also. And they discover very clear cut, okay, amazing clear cut. They said they discover by putting on the research on the Alzheimer disease people.
Yeah.
And they discover, but they do a research on women first. And they discover that when the woman, after the menopause, the hormone, sexual hormone are reduced. And they discover that because of that, because every day they discover that the body had to produce sexual hormone, and this hormone, sexual energy, have to from here coming up and stimulate the brain, activate the brain to be function. When the sexual hormone are reduced and not enough sexual hormone coming up to stimulate the brain, and now they discover this is the major cause of Alzheimer's disease. Men the same. When they go up to the men also have menopause. Some people 45, 50, 55. And also, the hormone are reduced and not enough hormone, sexual hormone to stimulate the brain. Okay, and now we know that the sexual hormone is so important. Okay, and especially for the brain, and they have to stimulate it. And now the Tao talk about sexual hormone is the one that stimulates all the gland system. So they divide into seven glands, 7 major glands of system in the body. So that's why we have a practice we call 9 flower qigong. That means you activate the nipple, feel arousal, orgasm, and you direct that feeling and arousal, orgasm into gland by gland by gland, and especially the brain.
Great. And in May, Master Chia, you're going to be teaching in Dublin. And one of the things you're going to be teaching, along with the basics and healing love, is wisdom qigong and cosmic healing 1. So what can we expect in a workshop with that?
The wisdom qigong is that is I learned this one quite a long time, and I teach it. I don't know how to explain to the West. And one time in Vienna, Dr. Eckerberger, he the one that developed a machine that testing the left and right brain. And he and he learned about me, and he wanted to do the testing on me. So he wanted to see that how much energy in the brain, okay? Because he discovered that humans have both 2 brains. The left brain control the right arm. The right brain control the left arm. So in this left and right brain part, if we are right-handed, we are very active on the left brain. And the other brain, the right brain, we don't use it. So a lot of people, they use too much on this. So now, the whole key, when they do practice, and they tell me that, okay, hook up and you do any practice, see what happens. So all I do, because they're in the technique on the Tao, is that when you feel the energy so much, you smile to the organ and feel a lot of energy in the organ, and you feel the energy coming up to the brain. So in the Tao say, okay, if I smile to the liver, and I feel a lot of energy in the liver, now I feel this area fill up with energy. If I smile to the kidney, I feel this area, and I smile to the spleen pancreas more in the left side, and I smile to the heart, and the small intestine is this side. So now, when I just sitting there and just smile down, and he said, what are you doing? Why so much energy up in the brain? And because they measure that how much energy in the brain when you it's measure how much wisdom or how much you able, how much you have the brain, because you have the brain, okay, by how much energy you have. They say when people are so exhausted or so tired and they sleep, they come up, the brain energy is so low, and you cannot do anything. You have no more power. So after that, when I discovered that, oh, that is what the Tao talk about. All the essence of the 5 major organs come up to the brain.
Wow.
And that is what we call, so from that I understand how the West discover and how the East already doing the practice. So we call wisdom Qigong.
Great. I love that it's backed by science with all those gadgets.
Yeah.
And what about cosmic healing? What will we be doing for cosmic healing?
The cosmic healing actually is a whole course that we learn how to channel the energy.
Yeah.
And now we're going to also using the brain. So that's why we bundle them with the cosmic healing. Because when you have enough energy in here,
Yeah.
and now you can feel that they have a frequency. For the right side, liver and the right side, and we believe that, and that you can feel it connecting to the Jupiter.
Okay.
And the Jupiter we call a green power, a liver power, east power, and have a certain healing power.
Yeah.
So every planet and the scalp and the organ, they are connect. So when we started to learn how to all this universe, universe is so big. If you don't separate them out, it's too big.
Okay.
You cannot do it. You can do it, but you say universe, God, it's too big, you know.
Yeah.
But the Tao are more specified. So we said, okay, when I activate the kidney, come up the oxidative bone, and I feel it connecting with the mercury, and I feel the frequency. The mercury, now we measure it. We measure the frequency of the mercury and all these things and the power, and we know what they can do, okay? Because we know that, okay, the water element can do what, and can heal what kind of sickness, you know. So that's why we are started to learn how to channeling the power from the universe, but we have to more specify, you see. Yeah.
Great. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank
Master
you.
Chia. And
Thank you.
just to say, we're really looking forward to having you in Dublin,
Yes.
and for other people in Europe to join us there too. So, thank you.